Hello students, I am Rashmi Vadwa, Assistant Professor of Science and Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon from Etce department. Student, today's topic is Pentium 2 and Pentium 3 from Microcontroller. In last video we discussed about Pentium and Pentium Pro. So Pentium 2 basically जो Pentium 2 processor है, this is in a sixth generation processor, yes, no doubt, which is introduced in 1997, and it is improved version of Pentium Pro. Pentium 2 processor have multimedia extension and integrated level 1 and level 2 cache controllers. Additional feature includes dynamic execution and a dual independent bus architecture with separate 64-bit system and a cache bus. Pentium 2 is a superscalar CPU having about 7.5 million transistors. The first Pentium 2 was 233 megahertz, 7.5 million transistor. Pentium 2 processor incorporated MMX technology and was packaged with a high-speed cache memory chip and Intel Pentium 2 version operating at a speed up to 450 megahertz. And these are some enhanced features more. This is a sixth generation processor introduced in 1997 and it is improved version of this. Level 2 cache size was increased from 256 KB to 512 KB, and level 1 cache size of 52 KB, which was also doubles. Pentium 2 can support MMX instruction for enhanced floating point operation. It runs on a clock speed R233, 266, 300, 350, 400, 450 megahertz and operate at 2.8 watt. It is packaged in slot-based module. It operated at 2.8 volt, hence power consumption was reduced compared to Pro. Because of MMX support, it was suitable for Windows OS and multimedia applications. It was consumer-oriented version and was cheaper too. Basically, जो Pentium Pro है, that consume more power as compared to the this Pentium 2. It has two versions, the Skew and Klamath. The Skew is 80523, operate as a 2 volt and fabricated in 2.5 micrometer CMOS process. Klamath 80522 operate at 2.8 volt and fabricated in 3.35 micrometer CMOS process. It has 7.5 million transistor in it. It has a 64-bit data bus and 32-bit address bus and a 4 GB addressable memory. It has a processor of 32-bit and it is a having a superscalar architecture. There are 14 integer pipeline stage in it. The number of the pipelines are 2. There are the 8 floating point pipelining stage and only one floating point pipeline is there. Next is a Pentium 3 having its enhanced features. Pentium 3 is or a good model as compared to the Pentium 2. Pentium 3 was also faster than the Pentium 2. Clock speed is of up to 1.4 gigahertz. Pentium 3 includes 70 new more computer instruction which allow 3D images videoing, video streaming, speech recognition, and audio application to run more quickly. And Pentium 3 is released in the year 1999 and consists of 9.5 million transistor. The clock speed version of Pentium 3 consisting of 28 million transistors. The Pentium 3 is a 32-bit processor with 64-bit data bus and 32-bit address bus to address up to 64 GB of physical memory space. It is available with the maximum internal clock rating of 500 MHz to 1 GHz. In the IC form, it is available in the 370 pin IC in a PGA, that is pin grid array package. Pentium 3 is an advanced version of the Pentium 2 with the improved MX technology and processor serial number. MMX is a multimedia extension. So this Pentium 3 has incorporated processor serial number in Pentium 3, which support the concept of processor identification. Basically, a Pentium 3 microprocessor is designed by Intel as a successor of its Pentium 2, and the Pentium 3 is faster, especially the applications written to take advantage of its Cloudmath new instruction. The Intel has incorporated processor serial numbers of Pentium 3, which supports the concept of processor identification. It is a dynamic execution microarchitecture. It is fully compatible with the previous microprocessor. Integrated high performance 64 KB instruction catcher and 16 KB data non-blocking level 1 cache. 256-bit cache data bus provide extremely high throughput on read store operation. 8-bit cache associatively provide improved cache hit rate on read oblique store operation. Error correction code for the system bus data. It also provide or it consisting of a data prefetch logic. In Pentium 3, internet streaming SIMO single instruction multiple data extension for enhanced video, sound and 3D performance. System management mode and a multiple low power states is there. It has a flip chip pin grid array PC F PC PGA packing technology, which offers improved handling protection and socket availability. Next is the Pentium 4 processor. Enhanced feature of Pentium 4. Pentium 4 is more faster than that of Pentium 3, and it is based on burst microarchitecture. Basically, features of Pentium 3 4 as such as 32-bit microprocessor, hyper pipeline technology, a rapid execution engine, and a 100 MHz system bus that delivers a 3 times the bandwidth of the Pentium 3 processor, and are designed to enhance online gaming, digital video and photography, speech recognition, and MP3 recording. 64-bit data bus and 32-bit address bus. It has a clock speed of this 4 GB addressable memory, 42 million transistor. It has a die size 217 square mm, 217 square mm, power consumption 50 watt. Hyper pipeline technology is used in this. Addition of level 1 8K byte data cache. On die 256 KB level 2 cache non-blocking. It supports 400 megahertz size system bus and provide a 3.4 GB bandwidth. It has a superscalar architecture present in it. It has two floating pipeline. It has 20 floating pipeline stages. It has 20 integer pipeline stages and 4 pipeline advanced dynamic execution. Two ALU unit allow basic integer instruction. Pentium 4 processor was released in 2000 and consists 42 million transistor. The Pentium 4 processor with HT hyper-threading technology was released in the year 2002 and consists of 55 million transistor. It is available with maximum internal clock rating of 2.4 GHz to 3.3 GHz. It is also available as a 479 pin IC in a PGA. Rapid execution engine is ALU run at twice the processor core frequency. System bus frequency at 400/800 MHz. Level 1 execution trace catches stores 12K micro operation and error correcting code. So this is up to the enhanced feature of Pentium 2, Pentium 3 and Pentium 4. Thank you students. Thank you students.